In 2 Nephi, chapter 11, verses 2 and 3, it says, And now I, Nephi, write more of the words of Isaiah, for my soul delighteth in his words. For I will liken his words unto my people, and I will send them forth unto all my children. For he verily saw my Redeemer, even as I have seen him. And my brother Jacob also has seen him as I have seen him. Wherefore I will send their words forth unto my children, to prove unto them that my words are true. Wherefore by the words of three God hath said, I will establish my word. Nevertheless God sendeth more witnesses, and he proveth all his words. Behold, my soul delighteth in proving unto my people the truth of the coming of Christ. For this end hath the law of Moses been given, and all things which have been given of God from the beginning of the world unto man are the typifying of him. So in this chapter 11, Nephi reiterates something he's told us several times before, and that is that his project, what Nephi is going for here, is to convince people that Jesus is the Christ. That's his whole goal. His goal isn't to create an accurate history. It's not to give genealogy. His goal in writing all of the things that he's written is to prove to people, prove to his descendants especially, his children, that Christ exists and that Christ is the Savior and the Redeemer. And here he's appealing to eyewitnesses. He's saying that he's an eyewitness of the Redeemer, that his brother Jacob is an eyewitness of the Redeemer, and also that Isaiah was an eyewitness of the Redeemer. And the idea being that as he includes accounts of these eyewitnesses, that it will help prove that Christ exists. What I find interesting is that Nephi does include his account earlier in 1 Nephi. He includes his account of seeing a vision in which he sees Christ. And also Nephi includes the chapter from Isaiah chapter 6, I think it is. I don't know what it is in the Book of Mormon. But the chapter from Isaiah in which Isaiah sees Christ. But we don't hear that from Jacob. We don't hear Jacob's direct account of seeing Christ in the Book of Mormon. But we do get Nephi's and we get Isaiah's accounts of seeing Christ in the Book of Mormon. And then, of course, we get other accounts of seeing Christ later on in the Book of Mormon after Nephi's death, as people continue on this project, and kind of the whole purpose of the Book of Mormon, which is to testify of Christ.